Well, one big soaking storm is wrapping up in the East Coast, but another one is developing for the south. A slow-moving system will bring lots of rain and even the potential of some severe weather. So a lot of rain is expected. We talked about this last week, all up and down the East Coast, several inches of rain. This is just a sampling view of the mid-Atlantic, and more snow for parts of the northeast U.S., which has been seeing some pretty decent snowfall so far this season. When we compare it to other places like the northern plains, which has been seeing a pretty lackluster snowfall season. Now, the last of that moisture is wrapping up. We still have rain and snow falling across much of Maine and parts of New England, but that system largely moving out, clearing out. Most of the country today is pretty quiet, but we're watching the next system that'll be developing here into the west. You can see not much going on in the whole central part of the country. We do have some batches of precipitation up into parts of the northwest, but it's this wave. Doesn't look like much, just a little kink here on the west coast so far. This wave is going to turn into a closed off upper level low, which will move very slowly across the southern U.S., producing lots of rainfall. So watch as it evolves here across the southwestern U.S., becomes a deeper wave, a cutoff low as we head into tomorrow and Wednesday. And then as it emerges across the southern plains and the deep south, it's going to very slowly move. This is next Monday. So look at that progress over the course of a week. Hardly any movement. So that's why this is going to produce a lot of precipitation. It's going to be moving so slowly. And also the potential for some severe weather. Nothing real exciting, but a marginal risk in the middle of winter here for New Mexico and Texas, mostly because when you get these cold core lows aloft, it just produces enough instability where you can get some hail and severe storms to develop. So we'll start to see that rain develop tomorrow and potential for some thunderstorms, snow in the higher elevations, of course, and then that will all slowly move east. This is Thursday, still moving across Texas, Saturday still in parts of eastern Texas. So it's going to take a few days just to clear the state of Texas. And then as we head into next week, it's still in the Gulf of Mexico, still bringing rain to parts of the south. So total rainfall amounts, a lot of it across Texas, several inches of rain, and then across the deep south. And this has been keeping in the pattern that we've been seeing here for the last several weeks, actually, in an El Nino pattern. Now, the European model is going a little more aggressive. It is producing as much as 5 to 9 inches of rainfall for parts of coastal Louisiana into Mississippi and Alabama. And as I mentioned, this is kind of in line with what we've been expecting with El Nino. Warmer conditions in the plains, relatively dry, and then that energized southerly stream of the jet here keeping things wetter and as a consequence cooler for the south. Now there are some areas running precipitation deficits into Texas and Arkansas and northern Louisiana. They'll get some rainfall this week, but largely we're seeing an excessive rainfall along the coastal areas of Texas and Louisiana. And again, Louisiana continues to be in a pretty bad drought. So this rainfall, though not very fun, this soaking rain coming this week, will be welcome news for those areas in Texas and Louisiana that are experiencing the drought. Otherwise, cooler than normal temperatures in that area because of the clouds and showers, but a very much looking like an El Nino pattern still continuing this week with above normal temperatures for the upper Midwest into Canada and more of the same, copy paste next week, the 8 to 14 day outlook. High likelihood of above normal temperatures continuing. So wet and cool in the south, mild elsewhere. Just really a typical El Nino pattern continuing in this first full winter month.